Well, hello, Swifties. It's Ken Lawson, Renaissance Man, and I am back with My Tears Ricochet, the Long Pond Studio Sessions. That was one of the really high requests on the poll, and I have seen the beginning of Long Pond Studio Sessions at one point when I was eating. I think I mentioned this in one of the other videos. And then once I was done eating, I turned it off and thought I'll get back to it another time, and then never did. Because I'm always watching or doing something. So, so I know the premise, of the whole Long Pond Studio sessions, and that it was going on during COVID, and that she was collaborating and all that, and keeping things to a minimum of interactions. And at that cabin, it was really neat start. So I'm really curious to see how this one is. And from what I understand from some of your comments, the song is about her losing the rights to her own music. So at least I have some context. Okay, so we're going to jump into this fairly quickly. There's a buy me a coffee link below if you want to do that. And I really appreciate it if anybody wants to support the channel. Otherwise, just go ahead and subscribe if you like what I'm doing. And that'll help me out. And any comments you make are great. Even if they're not great, they're still great for the algorithm. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into this fairly quickly. I have not done any reading of the lyrics like I did on the last video. I will follow. You know what? I just noticed that the lyrics aren't going to come up on here. So I'm going to open them up here to the side so that I can make sure I'm catching everything. And what I'll do is I think I'm going to read the lyrics before each section. All right. Sorry about that delay there. I just wanted to kind of get a gist of the song. I'm finding that I enjoy them a little bit more when I at least have a little bit of background to a degree, but I try not to go too deep into it. I just want to, especially when there's not going to be any lyrics coming up and I can't really necessarily ingest all of it in a way. If that makes any sense. Okay, so let's go ahead and get going on this. And I did see that she wrote this one by herself. It was one of the first ones written for this.
We gather here, we line up, weeping in a sunlit room. And if I'm on fire, you'll be made of ashes too. Even on my worst day, did I deserve, babe, all the hell you gave me? 'Cause I loved you, I swear I loved you, till my dying day.
Ooh, what great low notes.
I didn't
I know this guy.
have it in myself to go with grace. And you're the hero flying around saving face. And if I'm dead to you, why are you at the wake? Cursing my name, wishing I stayed. Look at how my tears ricochet.
Ooh, I'm loving the low notes she's hitting in this. They're so rich, and that pause there actually sums up the song in the message, because it's talking about being at a funeral. And I did see, like I said, people were talking about it was how she got screwed over by her long-term friend and I think manager. I think it was, but how someone that close to you can turn around and stab you in the back. That face just sums it up right there. I love that. I didn't have it in myself to go with grace. that's such an interesting line. Anyway, it's interesting in that, my tears ricochet makes it feel like, the tears that she's crying over the way she was treated and all that is coming back on them. Because I do think that the record company or whatever suffered from her breakup with them. So anyway, let's get back into it.
My name, wishing I stayed. Look at how my tears ricochet.
I just love those low notes. Very pretty piano playing, by the way. But yeah, the one guy looked like he was playing guitar or something. Looks so familiar to me.
We gather stones, never knowing what they'll mean.
Oof.
Some to throw, some to make a diamond ring. I didn't want to have to haunt you, but what a ghostly scene. You wear the same jewels that I gave you as you bury me.
Oh, wow. I'm assuming that's alluding to that he made a ton of money off of her. And while he's stealing the rights to her music and doing all of that, he's still reaping the rewards from it while he's screwing her over. That's just cold. I'm sure there's two sides to everything, but can't see a whole lot of sides to this where she deserved what happened to her. So glad she found a way around it and got him back.
That I gave you as you bury me. I didn't have it in myself to go with grace. 'Cause when I'd fight, you used to tell me I was brave. And if I'm dead to you, why are you at the way?
Oh, I like that look in the camera.
Wishing I stayed. Look at how my tears ricochet.
Ooh, chill right there.
I can go anywhere I want, just not home. And you can aim for my heart, go for blood, but you would still miss me in your bones. And I still talk to you when I'm screaming at the sky, and when you can't sleep at night, you hear my stolen lullaby.
Ooh, wow. Jesus. Her emotiveness in this section, really powerful. And what she's saying, I mean, I'm sure that there's always, well, it's really about this also and that, and this could apply to divorce, to so many different things, but this really feels personal. And so many things that she's saying really hit home. Wow, just really, really, really good.
You hear my stolen lullaby.
Stolen lullabies, that's great.
I didn't have it in myself to go with grace.
I love this.
And so the battleships will sink beneath the waves. You had to kill me, but it killed you just the same. You're cursing my name, wishing I stayed. You turned into your worst fears, and you're tossing out blame, drunk on this pain, crossing out the good years. And you're cursing my name, wishing I stayed. Look at how my tears ricochet. Yeah, look at how my tears ricochet.
I just love that tone in her voice. It's this range.
Look at all of my tears.
Ooh, pretty.
your tears.
Turning into your tears. I like that.
Look at how my tears ricochet.
Ooh, I love the piano rhythm. And I love the breath at the end. Wow. You know, this is why I love this channel. Because, you know, a lot of people were asking for Taylor, and finally I was like, okay, well, let me go ahead and do it. So it took me a while to do it, but now I'm so glad I did, because I'm finding the depth in what she's doing and all of that, and not just getting what is out there and popular, you know. And I know a lot of these songs track and hit charts and things like that, but for people who aren't in, you know, listening to that kind of music all the time, we would never hear it because we don't listen to that kind of radio or that kind of Sirius, or, you know, search those things out. But I'm glad that I am getting exposed to this and listening, because great songwriter, as many of you have said, you believe she's one of the greatest songwriters in a generation and all that, which is hard to say about anybody, because I listen to all kinds of music and there are some phenomenal songwriters out there, and that doesn't diminish her songwriting. It just means that everybody's got a style and everybody writes, and that there's so many great songwriters out there. It's hard to even pick one and say, well, they're the greatest songwriter to me. But I'm a songwriter too, so, you know, that it's all relative to what you like. But anyway, really love that one. That one has a great feel. Might be singable for me, because she never really got that high in it. We'll see. I keep finding all these songs now between this and Lady Gaga and all these different ones that I'm like Million Reasons, that I'm like, I really want to try and sing these songs. Billie Eilish too. Oh, some of hers. There are just so many songs that I want to try now that are not written for me. But there you go. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Sorry to ramble there at the end. I'll see you all next time. So please have a great day, great night, and great life. All right. Bye.